morning. My name is Jordi Salazar. I am full professor of nutrition in the Rovira i Virgili University, and I am the head of the department of the nutrition and dietetics department in the San Joan Hospital in Reus, Spain. Also, I am a member of the scientific advisory board of the International Nut and Dried Fruit Foundation, and I am the organizer, the chairman of the organizing committee of this Congress, the FESNAD International Congress in Barcelona. Today I am very happy because after 3 years of working, now we can see all the success of this Congress in Barcelona. We have more than 1,500 participants in the Congress, and we have received more than 500 scientific communications. Also, I am very satisfied because as member of the scientific advisory board of the International Nut Council, we have received today 3 important investigators that in the last year have working in relation to the healthy benefits of tree nuts. I am very convinced about the healthy benefits of the regular consumption of nuts. Then I take the advantage at this moment to thank the organizing committee of this parallel symposium on the healthy effects of nuts, and I take the advantage in order to congratulate all the participants in this Congress. Now we know that more than 200 people have participated in this parallel symposium on nuts in this Congress in Barcelona. Thanks.
My name is Professor Linda Tassel and I'm from Australia, and I've been talking about some of the research that we've been doing involving nuts and diabetes. I've also reviewed the literature on the effects of consuming a serving of nuts every day and shown how that's improved people's conditions in relation to some of the effects of type 2 diabetes. Some of the things that we've looked at have been whether or not consuming nuts every day can help to control weight, whether nuts consumed every day can help to modify cholesterol levels, and also whether it improves insulin action. We all know all of those effects are due to the total diet, but the importance of nuts is that they deliver the right kind of benefit.
Hello, my name is Miguel Martinez Gonzalez. I am full professor of preventive medicine and public health at the University of Navarra, Spain, and I am the principal investigator of the SUN cohort. We have studied the role of nuts in the changes of weight during a follow-up period of more than 2 years in our cohort, studying almost 9,000 participants, and we have found a negative association between the consumption of nuts and the change in weight during the follow-up. And we repeated this same assessment using the data from the nurses cohort study 2 with more than 50,000 American nurses followed up from 1991 to 1999. And we found also an inverse association between the consumption of tree nuts and the risk of becoming obese or gaining weight during the follow-up period. Today I have presented also some preliminary data of the PREDIMED trial. There is a large primary prevention trial with Mediterranean diet done in Spain. I have presented the data for more than 5,000 people, and we have found again, that nut consumption is not related to a higher weight gain. This is important because there are several important epidemiological studies suggesting that nut consumption prevents cardiovascular disease, and the concern was that as nuts are rich in fat and also energy dense, the concern was that there might be some problem with weight gain, and our results allay every fear that nut consumption may lead to a higher weight gain or obesity.
Okay, my name is Joanne Zvati. I'm the chair at the Department of Nutrition in Loma Linda University in California. And I'm currently summarizing the presentation that I just finished on the connection between nuts, blood lipids, and the risk of cardiovascular disease. I reviewed the scientific literature, and I am fortunate that I was one of the forerunners or the beginners in this literature, and I presented the connection that we found with the Adventist Health Study between nuts and lowering the risk of cardiovascular disease. We also review other studies that have been done in the United States as well in Europe that shows basically the same results, that eating nuts frequently substantially reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. I also presented the connection between eating nuts on a regular basis and the effect on blood lipids, a very important risk factor for cardiovascular disease. And all the results of the studies are consistent. Eating nuts on a daily basis lowers the total cholesterol as well as the LDL, the bad cholesterol, substantially by roughly 8 to 10%, and either do not change the HDL or the bad cholesterol, or even raises the bad cholesterol, the good cholesterol. Basically, we have seen after 40 studies published so far a dramatic consistency between the connection of nuts and beneficial effects on blood lipids. Given these results and what is known in other areas, I can say with a high level of certainty that eating nuts, basically a handful of nuts a day, could be not only useful in lowering the cholesterol in, I would say, in a matter of days, but will lower the risk long term of dying of a heart attack.
I am Amelia Rose. I am a medical doctor, work at the Hospital Clinic of Barcelona and in the endocrinology and nutrition department. I've been chairman together with Professor Jordi Salazar of the symposia on the latest advances on nuts and cardiovascular health. And as the speakers have already summarized what they say, I will summarize the findings or what has been said in this interesting symposium. We can say that eating nuts is related to protection from cardiovascular disease, and that's been consistent finding from 5 big studies in 2 continents. That a frequency of nut consumption also relates to a lesser risk of obesity or of gaining weight, or at least of preserving the weight, even though you may be eating nuts almost on a daily basis. That also, although there are less evidences that eating nuts may also relate to less insulin resistance, that is a lesser risk of diabetes. And there's been also a big prospective study showing that people who ate more nuts had less incident diabetes. We have learned that nuts can be incorporated into healthy diets for as long as a year in Australian studies, and for as long as 3 years, which has been running on the Predimed study, and that nuts for their composition are really health capsules which have lots of healthy ingredients, and that really the whole is better than the parts.